holes already drilled in them. Time for some.
5 drain holes, and they're 13 inches across and 10 inches deep.
Yeah, so they're going to accommodate almost everything that you're buying, unless it's like a ginormous shrub or something. And even
Right.
you could even start it in that if you wanted to. Okay, time for some tomatoes. Tomatoes for breakfast. I said, please give me some to slice and put on a sandwich. So
I've already done mine.
These are Phillip's 4-piece heirloom tomatoes. You know, there's a lot of new gardeners that are growing their own vegetables. You know, during this last 2 years, we found a shortage of things to eat at the grocery store, things that didn't look that great, the shortage of produce. You're growing your own tomatoes. You're going to have a ton of success with these. They're going to be so much more flavorful than the tomatoes you get at the store, which are mass produced and have very, very little flavor. These are going to have a ton of flavor, and you're getting 4, one of each variety of Cherokee Purple, Yellow Big Rainbow, Amish Paste, which is like that Roma tomato, and the Big Red Mortgage Lifter. They're on 4 payments of $6.39, free shipping and handling. And I asked Phillip to tell me when, and he said, you will have tomatoes in July.
Yes, and don't miss out on these. And listen, last year, y'all waited and waited and waited for my tomatoes to come on. So did I. Well, we're first out the gate this year, and you're going to see why. Look at all of these varieties. These are your favorite, my favorite. I've used them, and I love the heirlooms because they've got that flavor for your gut. Look at that Cherokee Purple.
That's a Cherokee
That's what
Purple.
Carolyn's doing right now. And it is, people love, love, love that one. It is so robust in flavor. And a 12-ounce fruit, it is the top tasting tomato out there.
Yum,
we've got other varieties. If you like to cook, we've got the Amish Paste tomato, and it's the ultimate cooking tomato, which is fabulous. Mortgage Lifter, 2.5-pound gigantic raise the roof red tomato.
Oh boy.
And look at here. Look, this is the gigantic rainbow
Look at this
tomato.
rainbow.
If you like the striped ones, woo-wee.
Huge.
These are so good. And I tell you what, I'll slice these and just do some balsamic vinegar on it if I'm on a diet. But if I'm not, which is most of the time, I have mayonnaise on it.
All right, let me show you again the varieties here. So we've got the Purple Cherokee. That's going to give you that purple hue, a little bit of green. Here is the rainbow stripe. So this is the Yellow Big Rainbow. This is going to be yellow and red stripes, really huge. Then we're going to get you that ginormous red Mortgage Lifter tomato. And the Amish Paste, which you may not be familiar with, is like a Roma tomato. It's like this. The Amish Paste is a top-notch cooking tomato, everybody. If you love to cook with tomatoes, and who does not, there's hardly any seeds in these. So this is going to be another variety that you're going to get. So, hey, Phillip, I'm going to make a sandwich. I know you're doing that too. But
no, honey, mine's made. I'm way ahead of you.
I thought you were going to say mine's already eaten. Tell everybody.
I had one for dinner last night.
Since we have a lot, I know there's a lot of people tuned in who have grown tomatoes for years, but for those who have never done it before or who maybe didn't have good success last year, tell us a kind of a step-by-step for success on growing tomatoes at home.
Well, tomatoes like to have full sun and keep them evenly moist, and I do fertilize my tomatoes twice a season because they are heavy feeders too. And I put a cage on mine. I like to grow the tomatoes in the large whiskey barrel, which is not the one I'm offering. You can start them in a smaller one, but I prefer them in the large container because the plants themselves will get 5 or 6 feet tall. And foliage and fruit from top to bottom. I mean, it is an absolute taste of summer. And put 1 plant per container or plant them 4 feet apart.
Okay.
Don't cheat yourself and load the containers up with tomato plants because they'll fill them up.
Oh my gosh, these tomatoes are so good. Sorry if I'm chewing, if I'm chomping. Oh, so good. You know what?
It's all about the flavor.
And you do not get flavor like this unless you grow your own.
No,
that's
correct.
If you've only ever had tomatoes from the grocery store, they taste like nothing. I mean, you got to load them up with salt.
Got those thick skins, but again, the supply chain problem is that if you're going to wait around and try to get them at the store, they may or may not be there. And
Yeah.
these varieties, I really curated these well. They are hard to find, and I just love them. And also, I know from my own garden that my hands are the only hands that have touched these
Yeah.
tomatoes. I'm bringing
Um,
them right in from the garden to my kitchen, and I'm enjoying them every single day of the summer.
And these are big and they're not wilty like the ones you might find at your local store. If you can even find them, most of the time you can only find seeds to plant. And I want you to
Right.
see what's in my hand. This is the new biodegradable container for these plants, which you pop it right into the soil. It's good for the environment. It's much better for the roots of these plants. And that's how all of the edibles are coming to you this year from Phillip Watson and Roberta's, and the annuals as well. So I want you to check that out because they've really done a really cool thing for you there. But salads and
Yeah.
your tomato sauces and pizzas and just a great tomato sandwich, and you'll have tomatoes galore for friends and neighbors in July, tons of them, and they'll all be delicious. So stay in the ordering
Yes.
process for our 4-piece heirloom tomato set. You'll get the Cherokee Purple, Yellow Big Rainbow, Amish Paste, and Mortgage Lifter, 4 payments of $639 with free shipping. Okay, we're going to give you another look